Hello friends, Arthur here, and this is showcase number 73, as always hosted by Ronan. And oh boy, how many difficult, complicated tracks this showcase have. And we start with one of them, Nightmares Part 1 by Tiger, Dapper Duck, Fatsi. I finished just like several checkpoints, and yeah, some part of the tracks are really complicated. You need to do it several times just to find the way, be prepared for all these elements like death parts, spirals, and big speed check at the end. And honestly, I have like really big question about all these like complicated hard tracks for showcase. Most of them after spending more than 5 minutes for validation, like hours, days, some of them like spend weeks, but for some reason they like think that we can finish them in, I don't know, 5 minutes. And same for Airtime Stadium by Zike Supa. It's also a very complicated track. You need to do like really precise jumps at the beginning, then you have very hard part and off tires, then you need to do the same part with complicated jump and a lot of elements, and overall this track longer than 1.5 minutes, so it's like after time when you know when and where you need to go. So without it, like on first 1-2 attempts you spend like 2 minutes, so overall you have like 2 solid attempts how to finish this track. I mean, it's fine. I 100% sure there will be players who will be trying and grinding this level and finish because they consider all of them as a challenge and they want to finish them. But for showcase, it's like all over track. It's like very long and complicated, and probably you should do like something either like long track but more to easy part, or complicated but really short. Again, it's my opinion. And that's it. Mount Shivered Slate by Water Bites. And you know guys how I'm always complaining about ice. This time I won't. For some reason I enjoy this track. Yes, it's still complicated. I still bad at ice. I couldn't do it very well, but the way how it's done, it still have some problems for like crashing, but some tricks, especially trick between checkpoint 3 and 4 when you need to do this loop in the ice and it's throw you to do that. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. I don't know. This track was really fun for me. I enjoy probably one of the like few icy tracks that I enjoy. Jardim D by OLR94. Probably something on French, and I definitely pronounce it wrong. As of track, I would say it's more like on harder part for like new players, new who just started, maybe like months, weeks, because there's a lot of jumps, a lot of landing on a specific angle, because if you do it like slightly wrong, you can crash. But overall, it's pretty doable track. I think you can use it for train all these jumps and landing part. Basically train yourself how to land and how soulbox behave on all these parts. Owl likes to pickle his chocolate. I don't even want to think what it's mean by IOI. As of track, well, it's not really hard. I believe it's more about like showing tricks, showing the idea of like jumping between two things and basically cocktail with pickle and chocolate. The jump is very wide from one cocktail to another. I have several problems with landing into the finish. Somehow you need to be slightly precise there. Sunflower Tech by Tommy Lee Gaming, and this is another track that I couldn't finish because again it was like, at least for me, it was pretty complicated. There were several players who finished, I believe like 5-6 who did this track, and like probably you can easily guess their names. But as you see, this is very complicated on the jumps, and it's all built around the think how off-road tires work on a jump, on a landing, on like grass. So yeah, I don't know. I can't. Something orange like Taiken. Well, I thought at the beginning that this is pretty complicated, hard track because of several elements of the jump and the really high speed after checkpoint 4 when you probably can easily fell off, and I several times did. And then I would say the most complicated part of this track, at least for me, it was jump after checkpoint 5 to checkpoint 6 on the pipe. Because of the speed, because of the bounce, and the things that you need to do right after this jump. If you jump slightly longer, you won't have time to react and fly over the track. To Boer by Mew, yet another track that probably no one finished. I don't remember that anyone did that. So original, this track should go from first person view, and in that case my best result was like checkpoint 3. With fixed camera static I can do it slightly longer, like checkpoint 6, almost checkpoint 7, and this is my best result. And yes, as you will see, like even in photo mode, just going through the track with all these checkpoints, it's already give me like dizziness. So yeah, I would say quite hard, and sorry, definitely not for 5 minutes. Again, maybe I'm wrong and this track was built specifically for several people who probably can do it, like, but yeah, I think average player won't be able to finish such type of track in 5 minutes, and I really want to know how much time you spend on validation. Dawn of the Tide by Codewalt. Well, definitely much easier track than previous one. I would say for me the one and probably only problem was a turn after checkpoint 4, and again it's mostly because I'm used to use steer limiter around 80%. So if I switch it off, it's give me enough momentum, enough steering to do this turn and do not have problem. But it's all inside of my muscle memory, so I do it constantly, even don't think about to switch it on off. The Darkening by MDPL. And MDPL is back with pretty nice cool track with all these strange transition and some tricks that like pro players could do. It's like using wall ride to not have airtime, and it's give you advantage. I can't do it, I'm usually falling off. And slightly trickier finish with all these poles that you can crush. Lexel by Just Maki. Yes, one more track that I think nobody finished it during at least this showcase, and it was built by Maki, probably for Lexer. And again, if even you do all this jump correctly with perfect line, the problem at the end that there is like a big speed check and you need to do it. I tried to push Lexer, you saw it, but yeah, he's too heavy. Boro Valley by Poop Sheriff. I really love this start. It not always work, but I really enjoy this thing, like with the spiral. The track is quite fast at the beginning and it's easy to crush, but the more you do this track, the longer it's happen, it's become easier, especially when the speed is going off. And my problem, except the start, was basically the jump into the finish. It's a wall ride jump to the wall ride, and you need to aim. And this was just my lucky attempt that I could do this jump. All other, I just crash. No speed check included by Westside. And yes, Westside proves that he can build tracks that people can finish.
Well, I can finish because most of the Westside track I can finish, and yeah, other players do it pretty often.
But this track, pretty normal, easy track, best track for the end of the showcase, like relaxing one. And the main thing that this track has the booster at the finish. So even if you do it really slow, you can finish it, and it's great. Love it. Okay guys, thanks for watching this showcase 73. Hope you enjoyed at least some tracks. It still was fun, but definitely some tracks that quite complicated or quite long. I just question why you put it, because people won't experience the full track, and yeah, just part of it. So yeah, as always, leave likes, leave comments, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.